Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals Zero Out to make the best game ever. Okay, so I think we will start with a review here. This change removes superfluous white space from comments across all INI files. Okay, let me take a look at that. Okay, I see. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah. Okay, I think there's nothing. By the way, one moment. And we're back. Okay. Do we have audio? Yeah. Okay, I think this looks pretty much fine. Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. So rude. Disgusting. Disgusting. Okay. Okay, I think that's fine. Okay. Then let's go to game codes. Let's see if there's something approved that we can merge now. Yeah. Yeah. What about this one? Nope. Still outstanding comments. Let me take a look at these three. Okay, so we have real spin, real. We have fast respin. Okay, yeah, that looks good to me. Okay, look at the X slots. Yeah, this looks good. Use float wheel data to produce fractional values. Okay. Prof. Looking good. Okay, what do we have here? Next line. Okay. Correct flat pass. Okay. Flat pass step. Mm-hmm. Set on both games already? Yeah. So this is safe load, bug, minor, gen ZH. This one is okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Get sure. Okay. Okay. Maybe. Is there maybe some way we can remove this check from this loop? Because it's always the same. No, it's not. There's XY here. XY. Yeah, it would be great if this test here would be outside the loop, right? But how do we do that? It is inside the loop. Because XY. I mean, these don't change. What would be also great? What you could also do is take the if shrouds. What you could also do is take the if shrouds out of the loop entirely by doing static int get river diffuse routes. So we do this, and then we have another one. We do this. Turn diffuse. Yeah. And then in this function here, what's it called? Here, this function. Dot dot dot. We need like a we need to have maybe go to ChatGPT. Write me a function pointer for the following function declaration. Following C++ function declaration. There we go. So how to declare and assign in the same line. Yeah, I want it like so. Actually, so the only problem is that then the code becomes less readable. Right. Yeah. The function pointer. Yeah. I don't know, I think that's probably good enough here for now. Yeah. Let's leave it as it's too complicated here. Keep it simple. If this becomes a performance concern, then can be looked at. Good. Then proof. Okay, and this one here. This called set position with the bounds full 3D translation, including its word set. This corrupts it for the next frame. Let me see that. Fix view ground level. Position. Transfer. Okay. Yeah. So maybe this should do set position 2D. Is that right? Set position for 3D translation. Okay, I see. Then we probably need to set position 2D here. Do record 2D. I'll do that. Okay. Look at set position. Okay. Okay, That's what we just did here. Yeah. Let's just say fix set position to D. Fixed. Okay, good. Then I think we can go ahead and merge this and this. So this one I would say we rename to dump projectile. And save load. Okay. Then we can merge this here. Okay. 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 So this one, well, we still need to replicate it to generals. Okay. Okay, let's replicate it to generals. Code. Replicate in generals. There we go. generals. Okay, let's open it here. Let's enable RTS generals. Yeah. Why is a GUI label here? Did I add that? Nope. So this is a bug, and it's not a GUI. Okay. Save to merge. All changes are consistent. No P1 issues remain. Okay, great. Great. The waypoint path migration incidentally fixes a latent off by 1 out of bounds right. Does it? Good. So succeeded. Let's install. Okay, that takes forever. Okay, fantastic. G generals. There we go. Yeah, hello. Okay. Then let's launch this. Then I think this one was merged. Then I think we can already push it. Yeah. Push. Then we can mark it as replicated. I don't know the general's cutscenes well enough to judge whether this looks correct or not. It looks a bit far away, maybe. I would have expected the camera a bit closer to the center. Well, it's moving closer now. Yeah. It's a very lazy cutscene, right? They just put a bunch of units in the center and then have enemy units drive around it. It's so lazy. Funny. The bomb trucks, they don't even attack really. They just drive nearby. Okay, let's load a proper cutscene. I think USA 2. Oh, loading is very slow. Man, this is slower than Grandma. So slow. Nice clouds. Yeah. Is this a real photo or is this generated? Man, this machine is too slow for the game. uh, okay, there's probably a crazy cutscene incoming. Yeah. Oof. Oh, it was a strange triangle on the ground. Okay, that was a cutscene. I will be right back. So, then how about we load USA 3? I'm looking for the cutscene with the Scudstorm launching. Maybe it was actually the first USA mission. Yeah. Oh, we have Kasalok. Okay. Ah, it's this mission. Why was there no cutscene initially? Huh? Okay. Whoa. Why was it so black? Yeah, that looked weird, right? I'm not sure. Um, Let me quit this here. Let's load the original generals. English. Let's do some side-by-side comparison. So the black terrain, that one looked very suspicious. But okay, that aside, I hope that the positioning of the angles are correct. So for starters, hi. Oh, custom. Okay. Okay, let's do the same here. Load game. Normal start USA. So we take these guys, we drive over here, just do a drive-by. Yeah. Okay, let's take a break here. Let's load the same mission here. Yeah. Select our forces. Attack. Okay, so this looks very different. Okay, okay, so we have a visual discrepancy. That's not good. Okay. Yeah, so there was like this black terrain that looked wrong, and the camera position is also wrong. Like, yeah, we can very clearly see it's not the correct position. Okay, good. Then let's quit the debug session. Let's go back to main branch first. Let's see if it's already in the current main or not. Interesting. Yeah, let's try to find the offender. So, fix river borders appearing darkened under shroud. Okay. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. So, then let's see if it's already broken in main branch. It's possible. Possibly it is already there. If so, then we need to walk backwards and see which change exactly introduced the problem. Easy. Easy. Okay. Zoom in. Okay. The terrain issue was already there, but the position is corrected. Okay. Yeah, the position looks correct. It's a bit more zoomed out, maybe. Maybe it's just because it's a bit later paused, right? Yeah. It looks like the pitch is a bit different as well. Because here we see more of this tree. And here we see less of it, right? It's very close, but it seems to be not identical. So now it's very, very close timing-wise, I would say. Just judging here on this technically on the edge. But it's clear that it's not the same. The pitch is a little bit different. Yeah. Okay, so we have three issues maybe. Yeah. Okay, well, that's upsetting. Okay, this to me it looks like this is a bigger investigation. Yeah. Okay. Let me do a filter for view. Branch is main. Where does it show me? Why does it look so weird? Huh. Okay, so I would say we go a bit backwards to let's go to here, okay? Okay. There are cutscene discrepancies in generals that need looking into. Okay, so we need to figure out where this black terrain issue comes from and the slight pitch discrepancy. Yeah. Okay. So let's test this one. So solo load. Good thing is it's fast to test. Yeah. Easy to test as well. Okay. So the black terrain issue was already there. What about the camera position? Looks very much the same. Okay. So the black issue is before this. Yeah. Let me take some notes here. Notepads. So okay, for some reason nothing is happening here. So pitch issue happens with black terrain issue happens with, so it happens with this pitch issue happens with what did we test before this one? This okay, so yeah. Okay, then let's figure out where the black issue was introduced first. I suspect that one will be the easiest to figure out. So we're here. It's probably one of my changes that did that. Nope. This one maybe. It could be this one here. Let's go here. Probably would be better if we disabled 0 hour. Then we compile faster. Yeah, this can take a while to figure out where all these issues are introduced. Okay, so okay, it already happens here. Then let's take a note. Probably this one here, I could imagine. Let's go down here. It's a real archaeology now. So, my suspicion is that now the issue will be gone. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now it's pretty. Then let's go forward one change. So to this one here. And I think here it was introduced. I think that is very likely. Yeah, it's this change. This one. Pretty sure. Um, let's note it down. So introduced by this. Okay. And then let's go to the pitch issue now. So the pitch issue was not happening here. Right. So that was 2484. 4. 484. Here. So the issue was not here. So maybe let's check out this one here. Slight difference in pitch. Yeah, so. So I don't know if it would happen here or not. It could be gone, the pitch issue, or it could be happening. Yeah. Ever so slightly mismatch. We need to understand why. With mismatch, I mean camera mismatch, not game state mismatch. Okay, let's compare it. Okay, this looks pretty similar, I would say. Yeah. Yeah, this to me looks very similar. So the bug is not happening here. The bug is not happening here. So we need to go higher up. Then I think there's a good chance that the issue is introduced with this one here, the next one. Okay, let's stop debugging. Okay. Good. Let's see. Yeah, I think there's a good chance that this change has introduced a discrepancy. Let's see. Yeah, it looks different. Ever so slightly. But it looks different than what it was before. Before we were able to see more of the tree and now less. Ah. To me, this indicates that the initial terrain height is maybe wrong. It's not set. Let me do a restart. Let's do a load of this again. Okay, but now it looks very similar. Yeah, but it's different. Let's do the following. Let's go in a different terrain elevation. Yeah. Aha. There we go. Okay. So here we see the issue clearly. Yeah, I suspect that this is related to the reset to where did we add the initial did we add it later or preserve retail? Ah, we introduce it here. Okay, so we need to go forward to this one. Yeah, so the bug is expected to be in here, but this one definitely introduced it. And then this one was meant to fix it, but it's not fully fixed apparently. Right. Why not? Let's go to, yeah, let's go to this one here. Check out that. Then let me take a note anyway and say introduced by this and meant to be fixed by this. So let's compile again. While we wait, let's see. Want to look at something. Done. Sortability does nothing. Okay. Okay, let me take a look at this one here. Okay, let me take a look at the files changed. Okay. So, okay. So this one is fixed. What about this one here? Clamp. Okay. Clamp. Okay, this one is fixed. What is this? That one is fixed. That one is not fixed. Let's search for this. Off, okay. Fixed. Great. You can simplify this by returning here and at the end. This can be simplified. I like to write comments without you. I can't explain why exactly, but I think psychologically it's better to address code comments without directing it at the author. Just write it neutral. Like, instead of you can simplify this by doing XY, just say this can be simplified by doing this and that. Because then you don't direct it at this person and it doesn't appear personal anymore. And it's just like a neutral statement, like this could be better. This code could be changed. This code is bad. This code is good. Like, you don't make any judgment about the author. You just make a judgment about the code, right? So you only make a comment, is this code suitable or not? And not whether the author has made a good or bad change, right? You don't care about that. You just care about, does the code make sense or not? That's why I like to write it like in a neutral way. The helper function and place that near the enum definition. Okay, that was done. Still there. Terminal clamp, okay. Fixed. Base type is not accessible. Maybe it can be moved into Vegas. Okay. Okay, so oof. That looks shady. Um, pure virtual overrides makes no sense, I think. It certainly looks suspicious if a pure virtual function shadows another virtual function. Let's just say it looks suspicious. Okay, good. So then let's test this here. Now the expectation is that, I don't know, hopefully it looks a bit better, but so if now the camera still looks badly misplaced, then there must be something fundamentally wrong with the initial height level. Let's see. So we put a camera again here. Oh, there's a dozer. There's an empty dozer here. What is this? Okay. Aha. Okay, so it's still fundamentally wrong after this fix. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. Okay, that's interesting. Then okay, in that case, we need to figure out why there is this discrepancy. It makes no sense to me right now. I thought that we had this properly set up, but maybe there's a mistake here somewhere. Yeah. Maybe let me put a breakpoint here in here. So it is called is user controlled as false. So it correctly goes here. Yeah. Camera heights. Yeah. 16.84. Maybe. Yeah. So I wonder if we start the cutscene from a different position, from a different height, so we just let the camera here. Will the cutscene look different then? It does look different. Okay. Okay, so let's put a breakpoint here. So user control. Oh no, user control is true. Ah. Huh. Why is user control true now? Okay, that's interesting. Let me put a breakpoint here. Okay, now it's false. Huh. User control true. When we pause the game, then it's true. Huh. Okay, I don't understand why it is true when we pause it. That looks suspicious to me as well. Like, it shouldn't be true when we pause. Yeah, something's wrong there with the pausing. Okay, so there's even more bugs. Okay. Okay, but I wonder. Let's do a different test. I would like to know, when is the first time we actually enter this here? Yeah. Aha. Okay, I suspect that the issue is that this is set so late. I think that's the issue. Yeah. So the scripted camera does a zoom in and then it repositions the camera, but it's not recognized as a scripted action. And I think that's why the position is wrong. Yeah. I find that to be the most likely explanation, which means that it's maybe an easy fix. We just need to figure out who's doing the zoom. Yeah. But I think I won't be doing this now. Yeah. I'll probably look at some more change here. One more change. What about this one? Okay. Let me take a look at this. Merging, moving, blah, blah. Okay, that did not happen. Travis empty. File rename without changes. Well, this file. Given okay. So this one only exists in 0 hour, right? Let me go open win match. Okay, so it's only in 0 hour. Okay, then it's fine. Man. after looking more closely, I see that the debugger files existed ZAH only. So moving them here is fine. Next time I can mention this as well to avoid this kind of confusion. Now, moving them in one change is fine. Okay. Good. Good, then I'll probably take a break here. And then next session, we need to figure out who is not setting this to true, false, in a timely manner. And then we also need to figure out why is it set to true again if we pause the game. Like, that should not happen, right? Yeah. Just because we pause the game doesn't mean that we interrupt the scripted camera, right? So that's suspicious as well. It should be easy to test if we do. We had a breakpoint, a data breakpoint, and 1 byte. So anyone who now changes this will trigger get desired. So here, okay, true. Okay. Do user action. Oh, okay, that looks suspicious. Oh. Huh. Okay. So a meta view event This is because we pressed F5. Probably. Yeah. So I think the problem is that we are allowed to press the view position. Okay, that's interesting. Let me take a note for this. problem. Can press can set user location during cinematics. Yeah, I think that's a bug that somehow it allows us to set the user location while the cutscene is running. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Yeah, probably. Yeah, we need to figure out. I mean, if a cutscene is running, we should disable. Should disable input. Okay, but that's a less concerning issue, I would say. User error, right? I wonder if that's also an original issue that you can do this original game. Probably, but maybe with less consequences. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe maybe try to derive from the context whether this was intentional or just monkey fudged. Considering the crazy levels of inheritance on modules, this could be just oversight. Classes such as modules. Good. Then I will take a break here. Yeah, actually, let me check one more time if we have a new pull here. Oh, wait, no. Let's look at this straight away. Oof. So basically, Stubiax is now working on the new data patch repository, and he makes a pass cleaning up all the ini files first. Basically, fixing the style, getting rid of all the junk in there, making it all look beautiful. Which has been a pretty big endeavor so far. So let's change convert section marker characters to hyphens. What? These values affect gameplay. What? After. Ah. Okay. That's some wild. That's some wild format. Uh-huh. Well, or maybe just remove it. Is that really necessary? Flag model. um. This is kind of silly. Maybe just remove them. Let me ask, removing all of them also makes sense. Yeah, good. I will take a break here. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time, goodbye.